A very warm welcome to today's session. आज की सभा में आप सबका बहुत बहुत स्वागत. Mostly the session will be in English. If you wish for it to be in Hindi, just write to me so that then I will keep translating and I will keep telling you in Hindi as well. But if you can understand English, well, here we go. So there we go. Hi, Amita. Okay, you want the session in Hindi? She's already writing. Yes. Okay, Hindi भी please. ठीक है, फिर शुरू कर देते हैं. Okay. All right. So here we go. आज का session. Today's session is all about finding solutions. You know, so many people come to me all the time. And each one of us is sitting, running around, looking for solutions. Everybody is looking for solutions and everybody has one problem or another. And no matter what it is, but they think that their problem is most unique. तो कितने ही सारे लोग मेरे पास आते हैं और कहते हैं कि हमें इसका सवाल का जवाब चाहिए, हमें उसका सवाल का जवाब चाहिए. और मेरी जिंदगी में मैं कहती हूँ मुझे तुम्हारी बात नहीं सुनी. कितने नहीं, आपने मेरी प्रॉब्लम नहीं सुनी है, मेरी प्रॉब्लम सबसे थोड़ी हटके है. So everybody thinks that their problem is a little different from the others. And I say, I don't even have to listen to your problem because I know I have three buckets. And that's all where that problem is going to fit into. And you tell me if your problem is not fitting into that bucket, then I will listen to your story. Because there are three buckets to which we are always running around looking for solution. कोई भी जब मेरे पास आते मैं कहती हूँ भाई किसी को सिर्फ 3 तरह की प्रॉब्लम है, चौथी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. तो अगर चौथी कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, तुम्हारी कहानी में अगर कोई ट्विस्ट है और उसके अंदर कोई चौथी प्रॉब्लम है तो मैं तुम्हारी कहानी सुनूंगी, नहीं तो तुम्हारे जैसी ढेरों कहानियां मैंने सुनी हुई हैं. तो वो 3 बकेट्स कौन सी हैं? द फर्स्ट इज मनी, द सेकंड इज रिलेशनशिप्स एंड द थर्ड इज द ओन बॉडी. बस इसके अलावा चौथा कोई इशू नहीं है. नाउ व्हाटएवर इट इज दैट यू आर सीकिंग अ सॉल्यूशन फॉर, टेक अ लुक. Does it fit into any of these 3 categories or not? So if it does fit into these 3 categories, well, you're going to find a solution today. If it doesn't fit into these categories, I would be most happy to hear you out and to suggest a solution for you as well. However, as we look at the energy part of everything, the solutions come not from the specific problem, not from the specific actors, but from looking at the energies within. जब भी हम ऊर्जा की तरफ देखते हैं तो जो जवाब है वो बाहर की तरफ देख के तो कभी भी नहीं मिलते. सिर्फ खुद ही की तरफ देख के, अंदर देख के, ये मेरी कौन सी ऊर्जा है जहां से ये सब कुछ बन रहा है, बस सारे के सारे जवाब जो है मिलते तो वहीं से हैं. तो आज हम फिर डिस्कशन क्या करने वाले हैं? Well, we'll just simply go along and see कि what is it that remains to be seen when you are seeking a solution outside. It happens. People are following what I teach. People are following looking within, and yet they don't even realize that whatever it is that they're looking outside at, maybe it could be a boss, it could be a relationship with a uncle, aunt, or something, it could be a need for something. And at that point in time, they forget that this too is a creation of the energy. At workplace, your targets, your goals, everything, your path, your career path, everything is a creation of your energy. Your relationship with your dear ones, your relationships with your not so dear ones, everything is a play of your energy. Your stuff that is happening in the body, it's a chronic disease, it's a lifetime disease, it's a disease you were born with, it is a newly acquired disease. Everything is a play of your energy. Everything is a play of our energy itself. And so we simply look a little bit deeper into how to access those answers that we are seeking. No matter what the question is, the answers are to be found within. And so many times we talk about how to look at this play of energy. And here I am again talking about the same thing. So here we go. As the one thing to understand is, as when people come to me, and the first thing I'm guided to tell them is, you please tune into my energies. You please tune into my energies. They're like, how? We have a problem. Like, how will tuning into your energy help? You say your energies of masti and abundance, but this fellow is not letting me have the masti and abundance. That problem at work is not letting me be in masti and abundance. How will just tuning into your energy, how will it help me? तो जब कितनी ही बार लोग आते हैं वो कहते हैं, मैं कहती हूँ मेरे पास सबके लिए सब एक ही जवाब है। सबसे पहले क्या, पहले तो तुम मेरी एनर्जी में ट्यून कर जाओ, तुम मेरी मेडिटेशन सुन लो, तुम दिन में 100 बार खुद को याद दिलाओ कि आई टेक एनर्जी फ्रॉम मीनल, आई एम मीनल, आई टेक एनर्जी फ्रॉम मीनल, आई एम मीनल। मैं मीनल हूं, मैं मीनल बनना चाहता नहीं हूं, मैं मीनल हूं। लाइंस वो है, मैं मीनल हूं। इसको करके होगा क्या, ये 4 लाइनें ऐसे रट्टू तोते की तरह से आप बोलते रहोगे तो होगा क्या? होगा ये कि आप झट से उस मिनट में जब आप बोलोगे कि मैं मीनल हूं, तो आप मीनल की फ्रीक्वेंसी में आ जाओगे। भले ही 1 सेकंड के लिए आओ, पर आप आ जाओगे। फिर उसके बाद जितनी बार आपको, कभी तो मेडिटेशन करोगे, कभी टूल्स करोगे, कभी अपनी एनर्जी में स्पेस खाली करोगे, सो दैट मोर मीनल एनर्जी कैन बी टेकन बाय यू। When you begin to say, I take energy from Meenal, I am Meenal, what will happen through that? All that which happens to it is you begin to tune into my frequency. You become that frequency. There is no Meenal outside. Really, that Meenal frequency is also the frequency within you, but it is the frequency of abundance and masti that you are not growing. So when you say I'm Meenal, you begin to grow that frequency of masti which exists within you. The name is Meenal only because you relate to somebody alive, you relate to somebody who's sitting in front of you, you relate to somebody who's always in masti, and you say, okay, yeah, I'd like to have what she's having. So is wajah se there is the frequency of Meenal, but the frequency of Meenal doesn't belong to me. The minute you take it, it belongs to you as well. So why is it that I tell firstly to people to take this energy from me? No matter what your problem is, no matter what solution you are seeking, you have to take energy from Meenal. Why is this? Because this is the beautiful part. When you sit in the frequency of questions, why is this happening? How is this happening? Where will the answer come from? Where will this money come from? How will this relationship get better? What should I do? What should I be? Etc. etc. When you are sitting with how, why, when, etc., you are sitting in the frequency of questions. That is the frequency of questions. It will keep creating questions. That's all. That's the job of the frequency of questions. The frequency of questions arises from confusion and doubt. And all of these keep creating how, when will this happen? Why will this happen? Why is this not happening? They said 4 days, but why is it not happening? So all of these questions keep arising. That is the frequency of questions. And questions are born from the frequencies of the mind. यहाँ पे सवाल ही सवाल पैदा होते रहेंगे और कुछ नहीं होगा। जितना हम क्यों, कब, कैसे, कहाँ वगैरह वगैरह पूछते रहेंगे, तो वो हम कौन सी फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठे हुए हैं? हम बैठे हुए हैं कंफ्यूजन की फ्रीक्वेंसी में, हम बैठे हुए हैं डाउट की फ्रीक्वेंसी में। और इन दोनों फ्रीक्वेंसी के अंदर सवाल ही सवाल उठते हैं, तो वो सवाल उठते चले जाते हैं और हम उनके जवाब ढूंढते चले जाते हैं। हम सवालों के जवाब ढूंढ रहे हैं। कभी कोई दे भी देता है, कोई हमको मिलता है और हम उनको पूछते हैं ये कैसे होगा, कब होगा, वो हमको जवाब दे देता है। कई बार लोग मेरे पास आते हैं, मैं उनको जवाब भी दे देती हूँ, लेकिन वो जवाब उनके पास टिकते क्यों नहीं है? क्योंकि उन्होंने वो फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ कंफ्यूजन, फ्रीक्वेंसी ऑफ डाउट को देखा नहीं है, ऑब्जर्व नहीं किया और रिलीज नहीं किया। तो इसलिए उनकी तो आदत है प्रश्न पे प्रश्न, प्रश्न पे प्रश्न बनाते चले जाना, तो प्रश्न बनते चले जाते हैं। वो फ्रीक्वेंसी ही ऐसी है कि वहां पर सिर्फ प्रश्न ही बनेंगे। तो अगर वो फ्रीक्वेंसी ऐसी है जहां पे प्रश्न बनेंगे, तो हमको उत्तर की फ्रीक्वेंसी में जाना पड़ेगा, नॉट नॉर्थ बट जवाबों की। सवालों के लिए जवाबों की फ्रीक्वेंसी में जाके हमें जवाब मिलेंगे। जवाबों की फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है वो मीनल के पास भरी पड़ी है, उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी के अंदर, मस्ती की फ्रीक्वेंसी के अंदर सारे जवाब आते हैं, और लेकिन मस्ती से आते हैं। तो इस वजह से मैं हर एक को बोल देती हूँ, तुम तो पहले मीनल की फ्रीक्वेंसी ले लो। तुम वो फ्रीक्वेंसी लोगे तो होगा क्या? होगा ये कि तुम ऐसे झट से करके और जवाबों की फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठना शुरू कर दोगे। What will happen when anybody comes and says, I want to be in the frequency, I want to find answers to this. And my first thing to them is be in the frequency of Meenal. And why would I say that? I only say that because you are sitting in the question frequency. Question frequency is from confusion and doubt. And the answer frequency is the opposite of confusion and doubt. It's clarity, it's faith. And so from there, and these two aspects are happily sitting in abundance in the menal frequency. And so I say to you, firstly, take menal frequency so that you can begin to receive these answers in abundance. You can begin to receive everything, all of those how, why, when. You will get to know the answers. You will get to know the answers to what? Not the answers to when, not even the answers to how, but you will get to know the answer from the answer frequency. And most likely to whatever you are saying, the answer is going to be how to work on yourself, where to work on yourself, when to work on yourself. So it's all about going, it's not about going and changing something outside. It's going to be all about how to change things within you so that then you don't have to look for any of those questions outside or for answers outside. And the minute we begin to look within, we find when we sit in the answer frequency, we find not that we get answers to everything, but we find that the need to get those answers, the need itself vanishes. So yes, my topic for today was, finding the solution and how to find the solution. But here is the final answer to it. When you sit in the answer frequency, the need to find the solution will simply be released. Why will the need be released? Because when you are looking for answers, when you are looking for solutions to a problem, then you're still sitting in the mind frequency. The solutions to the answers to those problems are not going to be found in that mind frequency. The answers are always found. We say we had that aha moment. What happens in that aha moment? जब कई बार हम कहते हैं कि अरे एकदम से हमको ये जवाब सूझा, वो aha moment हमारे पास आया और हमने उसके अंदर जो मेरे को समझ में आया वो कर दिया और वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गई। वो प्रॉब्लम कहाँ से सॉल्व हुई? वो आपने आहा मोमेंट के अंदर जब कदम रखा और आपको जो जवाब था, सही जवाब जो था उस प्रॉब्लम के लिए, वो आपको नजर आ गया। आपने उसके ऊपर पूरी तरीके से अपना पूरा विश्वास रखते हुए वो कर दिया। जब आपने वो कर दिया तो वो प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो गई। तो ये कब होता है? जब हम कभी कभी प्रश्नों की फ्रीक्वेंसी में, प्रश्नों की ऊर्जा में बैठे हुए, कभी कभी हम ऐसे जंप लगा देते हैं, कुछ 5 मिनट के लिए ही हम आंसर्स की फ्रीक्वेंसी में आ बैठते हैं और उस टाइम पे the answer appears. When we are getting that aha moment, no matter what the problem is, we get that eureka moment, we get that aha moment, and it is the answer in that moment. When we follow it, when we push it through the problem, that whatever we are facing, it suddenly finds resolution. Why is it that we are able to find the solution? Because in that moment, when we had that aha moment, in our unawareness, even though we were unaware, we jumped into the answer frequency because it's just a frequency. So we jumped into the answer frequency and we received the answer. As we received the answer, not necessarily that we stay in the answer frequency, we can quickly come back to question frequency and have 10 more questions. But now when we become aware, जब हमको चैतन्य आ जाता है और जब हमको भीतर देखना आ जाता है, तो अब हम वो जो आहा मोमेंट था, जो कभी कभी हमको मिलता था, बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स के बारे में सोच में बैठे हुए हैं, सोच रहे हैं, समझ में ही नहीं आ रहा क्या करें, लेकिन उसके बाद जब वो 1 मिनट आता है और वो आंसर आ जाता है, तो उसके अंदर हमको पता चलता है कि अच्छा इसके बारे में करना क्या है। वो आंसर कैसे आएगा, कब आएगा, आपको शायद पता भी ना चले। हो सकता है कि वो आंसर इसलिए आ जाए क्योंकि आप बैठ के यहाँ पर मेरा वेबिनार सुन रहे हैं। हो सकता है किसी और के मुंह से सडनली आपके लिए कोई प्रश्न का जवाब निकले और आप उससे एकदम ऐसे अंदर ना आपको एकदम से आहा ऐसा महसूस हो। तो इसका मतलब कि वो आहा मोमेंट जो है वो आपके लिए आ गया। लेकिन अब जबकि हम जागृत अवस्था में हैं, जबकि हम चैतन्य अवस्था में हैं, तो हम तो आराम से किसी भी वक्त यूं जवाबों की फ्रीक्वेंसी में जाके बैठ सकते हैं। अब हमको उस आहा मोमेंट की वेट ही नहीं करनी है। We don't have to wait for the aha moment when we are sitting in awareness. Why? Because we can simply shift our frequency to the frequency of answers. The answers are stationed here. The aha moment is stationed here. It's the frequency of the heart. And this is where all the answers, there will be other temporary answers as well. For example, if there is a, let's take an example as to how the answers look like. So in the mind, there is this thing, oh, something got, somebody stole something from me. I had a theft in my house. Now, what should I do? What should I do? Okay, maybe I get 5 more locks put into the house. Maybe I secure every door with 4 more locks. Now, you would say that's an answer. And yes, you would sit into that answer. And when you are unaware, you will buy 5 locks, you will get everything done. And then from that place, you will feel a little bit more secure. Except that now, instead of something getting stolen from your house, maybe you will have an internet theft. And now you will be like, okay, I need to create better passwords. Not understanding that this solution that is coming to you is still from the frequency of fear. It is still from the frequency of fear. You had theft, and now you are acting from that fear of more theft. And from that place, more in fear, you're finding some temporary solutions. Those solutions are not the aha moment. Those solutions are simply growing your fear some more, acting your fear some more. जब भी हम किसी भी समस्या का समाधान ढूंढने के लिए बैठते हैं, और उसी फ्रीक्वेंसी में सबसे पहले तो हमने
There's no one in your contacts named Samadhandhun. Whose contact info are you looking?
So funny. Siri has started to look for Samadhan. And Siri says to me, there's no one in my contact list that's named Samadhan.
Okay, I won't.
So funny. Okay. So here is the thing, as I was saying, कि जब हम किसी समस्या का समाधान ढूंढने लगते हैं,
I'm not sure I am.
Okay, let me see what's the problem. Siri has now started to find solutions for me. And it basically
that may be
just
beyond
tells me,
my abilities at the moment.
Let's see, is it all quiet now? No, Siri is quiet now. Okay, looks like it's quiet for a minute. So there you go. So funny, because Siri did say, this is beyond my abilities. Yeah, because Siri can help you with finding locks and keys and more locks and more keys. But Siri cannot help you find the frequency of the heart. So that comes only with observation. And that was totally funny that at this moment, I was trying to look for an answer for me saying, oh, I can't find anybody named Samadhan in your contact list. So there we go. And therefore proving, what Siri is going to be doing for us is going to belong to the mind frequency. Whenever, for example, let us say there's something wrong with the body and we are looking for an answer, we will go to Google and we will do a search from 20 doctors, and then we will look at all the reviews, and then we will find out the best doctor in the area. Then we will go and meet with them and he will say something that we will not like, and then we will find another doctor and we'll take a second opinion, and maybe we'll take a third opinion. No matter how many opinions, how many answers, how many solutions you get from the outside, where are those answers putting you into? They are still putting you into the fear frequency, a little bit more, a little bit more. Why are you looking for a second opinion? Because something can go wrong. No, this doctor doesn't sound right. He didn't treat me right. He couldn't get the diagnosis right, etc., etc. And so we will find one doctor, second doctor, many diagnoses. We will find one lock, more logs, many logs. We will find one husband, two husbands, many husbands. However, we are still looking outside and trying to find a solution. And what will happen then? In those moments when you are sitting and looking for a solution, you haven't looked at an energy inside, then the solution is only temporary. The solution doesn't belong. The solution doesn't belong to you. It's belonging to change the locks, the door, the husband, or the job, something or the other outside of you. When you are looking for a permanent solution, so as we were talking about it, let's say there's theft in my house and I will put in 5 different locks, but now I'll have an internet theft and now I will put in 10 password locks and all of that stuff. And through all of this, what have I not done? What I have not done is looked within. What I have not done is looked into my energy that is creating all of these scenarios outside. And as I keep looking outside, I keep growing my fear. The frequency of fear is what you are experiencing. Then the frequency of fear is what you are growing in that moment. When you are able to observe yourself and see, oh, I'm sitting in the frequency of fear. Can I shift from here to another frequency? Maybe I can shift to the frequency of Meenal. When you are in that observation space, that's where the solution will come that will shift your energy itself. It's your energy that is creating an outside scenario. But when your energy itself shifts, the outside scenario will have to shift. It will shift, but instantly, what we do, the mind plays and says, okay, Meenal says, do this, and that will happen. And so now what have we done immediately? As soon as I said, do this and that will happen, we have put an outcome. This is to happen. This needs to happen. Why isn't this happening? You forget at that time that Meenal also says 100 number of times saying, do not put your finger on the outcome. Because again, putting the finger on an outcome is a frequency of lack and belongs over here. Every time we look at an outcome, want an outcome, run after an outcome, desire an outcome, the frequency is, I don't have that, I need that. The frequency is of lack. Lack frequency is not the same as answer frequency. So to get the answer, you will have to sit in the answer frequency and only answers will come. But what will those answers be? Well, the answers will all be about working on yourself. They will be all about what work do I need to do on myself. Okay, if I'm sitting in the frequency of fear, the work is very clear to jump to the opposite frequency of fearless. So what will make you jump to fearless? That looking at fear, being able to release it, being able to, even before you release it, being able to allow it and accept it, and then just understanding it's just a frequency and being able to shift from there. That is the work that we talk about that will lead you to the final solution. That is the final solution. Why is that the final solution? Because once you've worked on yourself, once you've released the fear, so answers that might come for locks is, okay, what are you scared that you will lose? What are you scared of losing? That might be what the answer will look like instead of buy 15 locks. The 15 locks is an answer steeped in fear. जब हमको गाइडेंस में आए कि 15 ताले खरीद लो उससे तुम बच जाओगे, तो फिर आप समझें कि ये 15 ताले खरीदने से और उनको लगाने से आप कौन सी फ्रीक्वेंसी में और ज्यादा बैठ रहे हैं। अरे आज तो 15 ताले बंद करने सिर्फ 5 ही बंद किए, बाकी रह गए, कहीं चोरी ना हो जाए। तो हम बैठ रहे हैं और ज्यादा फियर की, डर की फ्रीक्वेंसी के अंदर। तो जब हमारे दिमाग से जवाब आएंगे तो वो ऐसे ही आएंगे। लेकिन जब हम अंदर की तरफ देखेंगे और जब यहाँ से टैप करके और हम मीनल की फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठ के और जब हृदय से जवाब मांगेंगे तो हमारे पास कैसे जवाब आएंगे? तब जवाबों की जो हुलिया है वो बदल जाएगा। बिकॉज जवाब में शायद कुछ ऐसा आए कि क्यों लगाने हैं ताले, क्या है तुम्हारा जो कि तुमसे छिन जाएगा। जो तुम्हारा है वो तो तुमसे छिन नहीं सकता, और जो तुम्हारा नहीं है वो तुम्हारे पास रह नहीं सकता। तो जब ऐसा जवाब आएगा तो क्या होगा? इमीडिएटली माइंड लाइट हो जाएगा, क्योंकि हमको समझ में आ जाएगा कि हाँ, ये तो डर, हम तो डर में बैठे हुए थे, और यहाँ पे ऐसा जवाब आते ही आप निडर में बैठ जाएंगे कि हाँ, जो मेरा है वो कहीं जा नहीं सकता, और जो मेरा नहीं है वो तो कोई ना कोई आके और ले जाएगा। तो उसको कितना ही तुम छुपाने की कोशिश करो, पर वो अगर तुम्हारा नहीं है तो जिसका है वो आके लेके जाएगा। तुम नाम उसको कोई भी दे दो, तुम उसका नाम चोरी दे दो, डाका दे दो, कोई नाम दे दो, लेकिन अगर तुम ये समझ जाओ कि वो जो तुमसे गया वो तुम्हारा था ही नहीं, तो फिर तुम सबसे पहले अपने मन के अंदर शांति महसूस करो। और जब तुम अपने अंदर शांति महसूस करोगे और ये तुम्हारी फ्रीक्वेंसी हो जाएगी बार बार शांति महसूस करने की, तो फिर वो शांति जो है वो बाहर भी रिफ्लेक्ट करेगी और जीवन के अंदर थोड़ी और ज्यादा शांति आनी शुरू हो जाएगी। हम सब चीजों के जवाब ढूंढते हैं कि अगर ये हो जाएगा ना, तो मन में शांति आएगी। अगर मेरे बस बच्चे की शादी हो जाए ना, बस तो फिर मेरे को और कुछ नहीं चाहिए, मन में शांति आएगी। उसके बाद बच्चे की शादी हो जाए, बस एक बच्चा हो जाए, मैं तो अपने पोते की शक्ल देख के मरूं ना, तो बस शांत मौत मरूंगी, बस तब शांति आएगी। फिर बच्चा पैदा हो जाता है, उसके बाद बस इसका स्कूल ढंग से मिल जाए तो मन को शांति आएगी। आपको मालूम है ना कि ये शांति आपको कभी भी आने वाली नहीं है, क्योंकि आपने शांति कहीं पे बाहर छोड़ रखी है घूमने के लिए। बस मेरी शादी हो जाए तो मन में शांति आएगी। और ये कहानी चलती ही रहती है, चलती ही रहती है। शादी भी कर ली, फिर भी शांति नहीं आएगी। फिर उसके बाद अरे ये वाली शादी टूट जाए ना तो मन में शांति आएगी। बस यही हम करते रहते हैं और गोल गोल घूमते रहते हैं। शांति बाहर है ही नहीं। शांति तो एक फ्रीक्वेंसी है जिसके अंदर जब सब कुछ मन शांत है, इसका मतलब क्या, सारे विचारों से परे, निर्विचार निर्भाव। जब मन ऐसे बैठा हुआ है तो और कुछ है ही नहीं, उसमें शांति ही शांति है। तो आप शांति ढूंढने के लिए उधर किधर निकल पड़े भाई? आप बस बैठो और जो विचार आ रहे हैं उनको देख लो, जो भाव बन रहे हैं उनको देख लो। जब वो सब गायब तो बाकी बचा क्या? बाकी बची शांति। तो वो मन के अंदर जब शांति अगर खुद को लेके आनी हो तो अपने विचारों को देखना है, और वो कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, किस भाव से उत्पन्न हो रहे हैं, बन रहे हैं, उसको देखना है। जब हम वो देख पाएंगे उसके बाद हमारे पास कई सारी चॉइसेस खुल जाती हैं कि अच्छा ये तो मात्र एक फ्रीक्वेंसी है, इस फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठना है या अभी मस्ती में बदल सकते हैं, तो फिर मस्ती में उसको बदल दीजिए। मैं तो मीनल हूँ, ये वाली फ्रीक्वेंसी तो अभी मेरे को नहीं लेनी है, चलो इसको छोड़ देते हैं अभी के लिए, किसी और दिन के लिए। अभी तो हम बैठ के और मस्ती में आ जाते हैं। मैं मीनल हूँ, मैं मीनल से मस्ती की ऊर्जा लेता हूँ और आप मस्ती में आ जाएंगे। थोड़ा और ज्यादा, थोड़ा और ज्यादा। कई लोग मेरे पास आते हैं ये सोच के कि हर सवाल का जो है वो जवाब होता है, हर सवाल का जवाब होता है। जब बच्चे आपसे पूछते हैं क्यों क्यों, आप उनको एक जवाब देंगे, फिर वो पूछेंगे पर क्यों, तो आप उनको कई बार जवाब देते ही चले जाते हैं, लेकिन उनके क्यों खत्म नहीं होते। बस यही हाल हमारी क्यों की फ्रीक्वेंसी का भी है। जब तक हम उस क्यों की फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठे रहेंगे तब तक सवालों का तांता बनता रहेगा। सो व्हेन वी लुक एट आवरसेल्व्स in the question frequency and expect that our whys and whens will stop, it will not happen in that frequency. For that to happen, we simply have to move to a frequency of answers. And when we move into the frequency of answers, we will find peace. Many people, as I just explained in Hindi right now, many people are constantly looking for peace, but they are constantly creating outside outcomes as well. Oh, when I'm able to get married, that's when I will find peace. When I'm able to do this much, when I get a tenure in my college, that's when I will get peace. That's when I will be totally, completely at ease, because the goal that I had set for myself is totally received right now. And then I can be at peace. When I get married, then, when I get divorced, then, that is where, when you can immediately find peace, that no, that peace doesn't exist outside of me. That peace will not be found no matter how much you receive whatever it is that you are looking for. Because as you are looking for something, in that entire time that you are looking for something, waiting for something, running after something, for that entire time, you are being in lack. And that's the frequency you are playing in. That's the frequency you are creating. Yes, you will get whatever it is that you are looking for. For sure, you will get it. One of those days, that thing will manifest and it will come to you. And yet, all the time that you have spent looking, running, fearing, all of that stuff, all of those frequencies are already in your energy field, and you will keep receiving from there more and more. That's how it is. Somebody asks a question, so let's take a look. If you throw back questions to child back, you come to know they already knew the answer. That's pretty much exactly the same with our energy. So when we throw back the question to ourselves, then we already know the answer. When we throw back all of the questions only to ourselves to say, okay, what is the question I'm going to ask? One question alone will sort everything out. And what is that question? What am I feeling? That question alone is going to sort the entire, what should I do? When should I do? Simply ask yourself, what am I feeling? You give me a second. I am going to. Switch off the air conditioning. Okay. All right. So yes, so here we are simply looking at solutions. When you think that every question that I'm facing, it needs to have an answer. As we started by saying that right in the beginning, that it does have an answer, but the answer frequency doesn't exist in the confusion frequency. The answer frequency is different from the doubt frequency. So when you are sitting in confusion and doubt and don't know what to do, which path to go, instead of running out, finding, 5 different people to give you advice, so many people write to me, and I simply say, whatever you do, whatever action you take, first change the energy of that where you are sitting right now. It doesn't matter what is the action you take, as long as you understand what your energy underneath is. If you understand that the energy underneath is fear, and you are taking some answers, you're finding some answers, you're running after something from fear, I will only simply tell you, go ahead, do whatever you want to do, but at least change the energy. Should I do this or should I do that? Is this better for me or is that better for me? None of the two are better for you. None of the two are worse for you. Everything as per your energy. And so you keep changing your energy, everything will keep changing around. Even if you took the decision for that road, if it didn't resonate with the new energy that you have, that road will find itself blocked. And then automatically you will find another answer. Otherwise, wherever you go, you can constantly keep changing your energy. And it doesn't matter, because in every moment we have that chance. Every moment is new. So we took a decision and now we are sitting and saying, oh my God, we took a wrong decision. What is going to happen? This is like, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. I listened to the wrong solution. Well, let me tell you, the solution that you listened to was absolutely right. It was resonating at the frequency that you were sitting in. And then it had to give you regret frequency. So right now you're sitting in regret frequency. Then also, regret frequency is different from the answer frequency. So if you're truly looking for a solution to a problem, then you will first simply look at the frequency you are in and release, accept, allow, completely understand it is just a frequency, and no decision is ever the rightest decision or the wrongest decision, because every decision has a next moment as well. And the next moment is being created from your energy. You could take the rightest decision. You could do as much analysis as you want of anything and take the right decision. But what you're still going to carry with you is your energy. And so if you haven't looked at your energy, that rightest decision will soon turn into a decision that will make you play in regret, that will make you play in fear, that will make you play in confusion, in doubt, everything. Why? Because that's your energy field, and you haven't looked at your energy field. You're looking at outside. You're looking at outside to make something a difference for you. The difference is not going to be outside. The difference is going to be within. The outcomes are only created from the energy that we carry. Any questions at this point in time? Any questions at all? No? Okay. Everybody answered. Everybody's got all their answers. Everybody kept it. It was so sweet when I sent out this message today. I got so many cute responses. Somebody, for example, wrote, oh, you are the beginning of, when I have a problem, you are the beginning and you are the end, and the problem gets taken care of. And then somebody else wrote, yeah, I was looking for solutions And then I found you. And it made me really, really joyous to be receiving those kinds of answers. But I also understand that Meenal frequency, Meenal also takes energy from Meenal frequency. And when Meenal says you be in Meenal frequency, you are taking energy from the same place where I am taking energy from. There is no separation between you and me when we are both living on the same energy, the same frequency. So I'm not just the only Meenal, you are Meenal as well. Okay. All right. So with that, if no questions, we move forward to the meditation section. Give me a second. I will be back in a second. Okay, everyone. Okay, so let's get down to some meditation then. Take a deep breath in and relax. And as you take the next deep breath in, take your own name. Take your own name and acknowledge your presence as in whatever your name is. I am Jaya. I am Jaya. I am Jaya. Acknowledge your presence. Take your own name with a lot of love and acknowledge your presence. Giving a lot of love to yourself. And now, with a lot of love, simply ask this question to yourself. What frequency do I sit in most? What frequency do I sit in most? You will receive an answer from the self. Simply look at that answer. No judgment. No judgment. Just simply looking at that answer and acknowledging, okay, is that it? So simply acknowledging, let us say, the answer comes as sadness. Then simply saying, okay, is that? That is it then. Sadness. Okay, it's just a word. Let us say the answer comes love. Love. Okay, love is it. That's it. Simply acknowledging the frequency that you mostly sit in. And now, look at yourself. Look at that frequency. And look at it as not a part of yourself. It's just a frequency. You are here. And you can easily separate that frequency from you and look at it. So love, okay, let me just look at it. Let me look at love. Imagine love to be a trophy that you're holding. Imagine the sadness to be a trophy that you're holding. Whatever your core frequency, whatever the frequency that you most live in, just simply imagine it to be a trophy that you are holding. The trophy is heavy. It's the first prize. So the trophy is heavy. And now simply go and put the trophy on the mantle and look at it. अपने आप को देखते हुए अपने नाम को बोलिए और खुद को एक्नॉलेज करिए. खुद के नाम से अपने आप को बुलाइए. मैं जया, मैं जया. अगर मान लीजिए आपका नाम जया है तो मैं जया, मैं जया. और उसके बाद देखिए अपने आप को बहुत प्रेम से और पूछिए खुद को कि मैं कौन सी ऊर्जा में ज्यादातर रहता हूं. मैं कौन सी ऊर्जा में रहता हूं। जो भी ऊर्जा आपको मिले जवाब में, उसको बस देखिए। कोई उसके ऊपर जजमेंट नहीं पास करना। वो कुछ भी हो, भले ही वो प्रेम हो, भले ही वो उदासी हो, भले ही वो नाराजगी हो। अच्छा ऐसा है क्या? अच्छा ठीक है। बस इतना ही खुद को बोलना है। हर फ्रीक्वेंसी के लिए बस यही बोलना है। अच्छा ऐसा है क्या? समर्पण। अच्छा ऐसा है क्या? अच्छा ठीक है। सब ठीक है। और अब खुद को उस फ्रीक्वेंसी से, कोई भी फ्रीक्वेंसी क्यों ना हो, समर्पण ही क्यों ना हो, उसको अपने से अलग रख के देखिए। मान लो कि आपने कोई ट्रॉफी जीती है और उस पर ये नाम लिखा हुआ है, उदासी, और ये आपकी फ्रीक्वेंसी है। ये आपके पास एक ट्रॉफी की तरह से है। अब आप इस ट्रॉफी को अपने सामने रखिए और इसको निहारिए। ये ट्रॉफी अभी आपने पकड़ी हुई थी, ये आपका प्राइज था, आपने फर्स्ट प्राइज जीता, बहुत अच्छी बात। लेकिन अब आपने उस ट्रॉफी को लाकर और सामने सजा दिया है। Your trophy is now in front of you. It doesn't belong to you, and yet it belongs to you. This trophy now belongs to the mantle, so it doesn't belong to you, and yet it belongs to you. And we simply take a look at it and accept that, yes, I don't have to carry this trophy with me everywhere. It still belongs to me. I can keep it and rest myself for some time. Otherwise, we always get tired of carrying our trophies. So for now, just simply keeping the trophy away and looking at it with a lot of love. आपने जो ट्रॉफी अभी अभी नीचे रखी है, इतने ही प्रेम के साथ उसको निहारिए, उसको निहारिए, लेकिन ये समझते हुए, ये जानते हुए कि इस ट्रॉफी को हमको जरूरी जबरदस्ती टांगे टांगे नहीं चलना, जरूरत नहीं है। ये ट्रॉफी अब हमारी तो है ही, लेकिन अभी इसके रखने का स्थान भी बन चुका है। अब ये ट्रॉफी उस जगह की भी है जहां पर ये रखी हुई है, मेरी है, पर मुझे उसको लादे रखना जरूरी नहीं है। तो जो भी भाव आपका था, जो आपकी ट्रॉफी बनी, और आपने अब उसको सामने अपने रख दिया है और आप उसको निहार रहे हैं, उससे थोड़ा सा दूर जाके खड़े हुए, थोड़ा सा दूर खड़े होके देखिए, अरे आपके पास तो कितनी सारी ट्रॉफीज हैं। ट्रॉफीज ही ट्रॉफीज हैं, सबके ऊपर कोई ना कोई नाम लिखा हुआ है। किसी के ऊपर समर्पण, किसी के ऊपर हंसी, किसी के ऊपर गुस्सा, किसी के ऊपर उदासी, किसी के ऊपर संदेह, किसी के ऊपर विश्वास। ये सारी की सारी आप ही की ट्रॉफी हैं, जो कि आपने सारी जीती हैं, और अब आपके पास इनका पूरा की पूरा भर भर के पूरी पूरी टोली है आपके पास इनकी। So all these trophies, because now that you look at one trophy and you step back a little bit and you see around you, your hall is filled with trophies. You have so many trophies to yourself. Each of them have a name on them. It might be sadness, it might be anger, it might be surrender, it might be love, it might be laughter, it might be trust, it might be mistrust. But these are all the trophies that you have collected. And each time you simply pick one of them up and you carry it, and it becomes heavy for you. And you keep carrying it and it becomes heavy for you. So today, letting all the trophies rest out there on the mantle. आज हम सारी की सारी ट्रॉफीज को वहां पर सजा देते हैं, उनके सजाने की जगह है, और बस अब उनको दूर से हम निहार रहे हैं। इसमें से मेरा कुछ नहीं है, साथ में लेके चल चल के इनको, वो वहां पे मैंने सजा दी है, अब मैं उनको सिर्फ देख रही हूं। मैं किसी को भी लाद के नहीं घूम रही, मेरे हाथ खाली हैं, मैं खाली हूं। आई एम एम्प्टी, माई हैंड्स आर एम्प्टी, all my trophies are sitting out there. That's how the frequencies are, simply a part of us, but we don't have to carry them. We don't have to carry them because they belong to us, but yet we can keep them someplace and not necessary that we look at that trophy. We have so many trophies. Simply being able to look at those trophies, we don't belong to those trophies. Those trophies belong to us, and now they don't belong to us either. We separate ourselves from our frequencies. We can play in any frequency. And now, see, there is a trophy over there which says Meenal. It says Meenal. And simply look at it. Look at it. There is no need to pick up that trophy either. Simply look at it. It belongs to you. This too belongs to you. It's already there. It belongs to you. You don't need to be attached to that either. Just simply not being attached because it already belongs to you. It is already yours. Everything is yours. Meenal is also yours. Look at that trophy. Look at what it says. Meenal. It says abundance. It means abundance. You can simply stroke the trophy. Feel it. Receive the joy of having got it. But let it stay over there. Let it stay over there. देखिए अब अपनी सारी ट्रॉफीज में आपको उनमें एक मेरे नाम की भी ट्रॉफी नजर आएगी. वहां पे लिखा है मीनल. वो ट्रॉफी पे नाम तो मीनल लिखा है. वो ट्रॉफी है किसकी? अभी तो आपकी है. वो आप ही की है. आपको मालूम भी नहीं था. आपके पास तो रखी हुई है और आप उसको देख ही नहीं पाए. उसको भी उठाना जरूरी नहीं है. हमको कुछ भी उठाना जरूरी नहीं है. आज हम निर्भाव, निर्विचार, निर्ट्रॉफी के बैठेंगे. उसको उठाना जरूरी नहीं है. बस उसको देख जाइए 1 मिनट के लिए और उसको देख के खुश हो लीजिए, क्योंकि ये भी आप ही की है. आपके पास है. उसको उठा के लादना जरूरी नहीं है खुद के ऊपर. ये आपकी है और आप ही के पास है. इस वक्त simply in this moment, simply being without thought, without emotion, without any trophy at all. Blank, blank. Now put out your hands. Put out your hands. And as you put your hands out, take a look at any trophy. It could be Meenal. It could be love. It could be anything. It could be surrender. Meenal has all of that. But whatever you feel like, just simply take out your hands and bringing that trophy into your mind, put out your hands and say, I receive whatever this trophy is here to give to me. I receive. I receive. I am Meenal or I am love because I'm receiving whatever that trophy is to give to me. It is no longer that old energy. It can be anything new. You can take a look at your entire shelf of trophies. इतनी सारी ट्रॉफीज पड़ी हुई, उनमें से आप कोई भी उठा के अपने हाथ फैलाइए और कोई भी ट्रॉफी की तरफ देखते हुए कि ये ट्रॉफी के अंदर जो कुछ भी है वो आज मैं इस ट्रॉफी का सब कुछ अपने भीतर ग्रहण करता हूँ. उसको उठाने की भी जरूरत नहीं है. उसको बस देखना है, उसकी तरफ देखना है और जो कुछ भी उसमें है वो आपका ही है और वापस से आपको महसूस हो जाएगा. महसूस हो जाए जो आपका पहले भाव था, अब वो वहां पर सजा पड़ा हुआ है. वो आप नहीं है. अब आप कुछ और हैं. आपने कोई और ऊर्जा ले ली. अब ये आपके पास है। दिन में 4 बार, कई बार आप इसको भी अपने साथ लाद के घूमेंगे और फिर उसके बाद आपको याद आ जाएगा तो इसको भी वापस से अपनी जगह पे रख देंगे और फिर घूमेंगे निर्भाव, निर्विचार, निर्ट्रोफी। You will keep this new trophy with you in the energies. In the energies. You've taken the energies from that trophy of yours. And as you move around with that, you might start to feel a little heavy, even though you've just taken it in the energies. But sometimes we just get attached to some frequency. And then when we get attached to that frequency, it becomes a little heavy. And so simply, whenever you feel like it, you can simply go and put it back on the mantle and take a look at it. And again, take energies, simply energies. All of these belong to you. You don't have to lug all of them with you. They already belong to you. You are no longer that previous emotion, that frequency, that trophy. You've just picked up something new and you are sitting in that new frequency now. It is that easy to change a frequency. It is that easy to change who you are. Don't put your words on defining yourself. Just simply allow yourself to be every frequency. Look at the frequency, separate it from you, put it away. Pick what you wish to pick. It is that simple. All the solutions will come to you from picking the answer trophy. So if you are looking for some solutions, right now is the time. Take a look at all your trophies and there will be something that says answers. And if you wish right now, as you've put away your confusion or doubt trophy onto the mantle, now you can simply pick that answer frequency and it will be yours. And stay in that answer frequency. Keep looking to see where am I? What frequency, what trophy am I still moving with? If the answer is answer frequency, you will receive your answers. All the answers exist. And then as you sit more and more in the answer frequency, all your questions will drop. All your questions will be released because the question frequency, you have already put the trophy away. जवाबों की फ्रीक्वेंसी की ट्रॉफी पड़ी है वहां पे, जो आपको बहुत सारे सवाल हैं, तो चुपचाप से उसको उसकी तरफ नजर करते हुए, हाथों को फैलाते हुए उन जवाबों की फ्रीक्वेंसी को ले लीजिए, ग्रहण कर लीजिए। वो फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है, जो आपकी ट्रॉफी है, वो आप ही की है, आपके पास आ जाएगी एनर्जी में, और उस एनर्जी में बैठ के आपके पास जवाब भी आते चले जाएंगे। तो बैठिए आज और जवाबों को लिखिएगा अगर आपके पास सॉल्यूशंस की जरूरत है तो। लेकिन आप पाएंगे कि जैसे जैसे आप और ज्यादा जवाबों की फ्रीक्वेंसी में बैठते हैं तो सारे प्रश्न ही खत्म हो जाते हैं। All questions come to an end. Om Mani, Om Mani, Om Mani. The question today, the only question today that you can ask yourself is, do I, oh, the sun is coming right into my eyes. Do I identify with some particular trophies of mine, or can I be simply enjoying all of them? So enjoy this question, enjoy this answer, enjoy the session. Okay, everybody, lots and lots of love.